Good morning, girls.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Today we have to start. Um, no, we were studying role of the role of government in entrepreneurial development, right? We finished the critical evaluation in the last class and also discussed about the various institutes and departments of the government, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
today we'll finish up this unit and we'll start with the fifth unit, okay, which is the last unit of your syllabus. Now, every year students from MCOM, Entrepreneurship Skill Development, make one or two posters for the entrepreneurship cell, as it is one of the subjects for you all. So, I want some of you to collaborate or get together in groups and create at least one or two posters which we can display by your class name that you all have created it. Okay, so discuss amongst yourself, among your classmates, and tell me who will be preparing it. Okay, so Kathy, you can talk to other students also and
Yes, ma'am.
tell me who wishes to prepare it. Okay,
मैम सिंगल बना सकते हैं क्या?
बिल्कुल बना सकते हैं, नो प्रॉब्लम.
ओके.
ठीक है.
तो मैम जो सब्जेक्ट नेम जैसे अपनी यूनिट्स है इसमें, तो मैम यूनिट्स का एक टॉपिक लेके बना सकते हैं.
हाँ, कोई भी टॉपिक विच यू फाइंड कि हाँ यू विल बी एबल टू डिस्प्ले इट इन अ नाइस वे, या फिर बेस्ट वुड बी जो रिसेंट कोप अप ट्रेंड चल रहा है रिलेटेड टू कोविड. हाउ इज entrepreneurship helping in COVID situation? Okay, like you can
Okay, ma'am.
search for some businesses which are providing help to COVID patients, or you can mention the CSR activities that some of the companies are doing
Yes,
related
ma'am.
to COVID. Okay, या कोई प्रोडक्ट जो कोविड में हेल्प कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं. whoever wishes to prepare it. Okay, but I need one or two from every class, so other classes are also preparing, so you all should also prepare. Okay, chalo. So we'll start with role of government in entrepreneurial development. So entrepreneurial development plays an important role in industrial production, employment generation and export. The government provides many incentives and support facilities for the promotion of entrepreneurs in India. Entrepreneurs need these incentives for setting up industries of their own. These incentives are also necessary to initiate expansion and modernization programs. By providing assistance and incentives, the government can accelerate the process of entrepreneurial development. New ventures involve high risk, but these risks can be minimized by proper guidance and training provided by the government. Okay, so there we'll be seeing what are the support facilities and promotional facilities, incentives that government is offering to the entrepreneurs, which helps them in promoting their businesses. So government incentives, subsidy and assistance. Now the basic purpose of government incentives and is a helping hand to encourage an entrepreneur to undertake new entrepreneurial activities for increasing the supply of goods and services in the country. Incentives are motivational forces which improve productivity of entrepreneurs. They enable the entrepreneurs to take appropriate decisions. Okay, so these incentives act as motivating factors. Okay, they act as a pushing force for the entrepreneurs to do even better or to perform in a better way for the society, for the economy, as we have seen that businesses and enterprises help in the economic development. And please remember that do not use thermocol or such items on the poster, because it is very difficult to display it afterwards. Okay, so take use chart paper or simple paper. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Then need and importance of government's role. So why do we need such subsidies or such assistance by the government? So the purpose is to encourage entrepreneurs to undertake new ventures. Okay, so when somebody, maybe in your class, if there's a competition, or in the college if there's a competition, and many of you, some of the girls participate, and out of them some students get prizes or get trophies or certificates, others are also motivated to perform in a better way. So similarly, government also offers such incentives to the entrepreneurs, so that other entrepreneurs are also motivated to set up their enterprises, to develop their units in backward areas, then to promote balanced regional development, and to ensure uniformity in the development process of all regions. Okay, so to promote balanced regional development, we have talked about balanced regional development. Can somebody tell me what balanced regional development is? No? Okay. So now again I'm explaining. Please remember from next time. Okay. Balanced regional development is when the government tries to develop every region of our country to be at the equal level. Okay. Like currently there are some areas of the country which are very, very developed, like the metro cities. Okay, and there are some areas or some regions which have seen almost no development. Okay, so like the interior villages, there are some villages in India which do not even get electricity, okay, or basic food, water facility or transportation, nothing is available in these regions. Okay, so the aim of the government is to help in balancing this unbalanced situation. Okay, so bringing every region to the same level. Then next is to develop first generation entrepreneurs to work for industrial development of the country. Okay, so first generation entrepreneurs, motivating people who already have people in their family who have done business previously is easier, but motivating people who have not seen anybody in their family doing business is difficult for them. Okay, so people who are the first persons to be involved in business in their entire family are called first generation entrepreneurs. Means before them their father or their grandfathers have never been involved in or owned any kind of business. Okay, then to improve the competitive strength of entrepreneurs to face competitive environment of the industry. So competition is better when there are more people to compete with. Okay, so the government is motivating other entrepreneurs to start their ventures so that there is a strong competition. Then next, to remove impediments and economic constraints in the way of entrepreneurial development. So what does this mean? Any kind of problems or any kind of hurdles that may exist in the way of economic development or entrepreneurial development are the government tries to remove these. Like the biggest hurdle that entrepreneurs face is the lack of resources, especially financial resources. So the government helps them by providing these kind of incentives and subsidies. Then to create motivational force to improve productivity of entrepreneurs, so motivating them and initiate expansion and modernization programs. Initiating means starting, okay, to accelerate the process of industrialization and to build infrastructure facilities for setting up units. Okay, so these are the purposes because of which, to solve them, the government helps the entrepreneurs. Then government's role in form of assistance and incentives. So what are the incentives or assistance that are given when we talk about government assistance? So technical assistance means, assistance basically means help. Okay, so like we have the post of assistant. So the assistant is responsible for helping the person whose assistant it or he or she is. Okay, so technical assistance, assistance of obtaining raw material, cash assistance, supply of plant and machinery on hire purchase basis, then marketing assistance, assistance to small entrepreneurs, and rural industrial project assurance. Okay, assistance. Then government incentives. Now what are the incentives that are provided? So incentives are sort of benefits, you can say. Okay, subsidy relating to investment, then export or import subsidy and bounties. So export and import subsidy is also provided. Like we all know that if export of a country increases, so does the foreign exchange reserve, which help to strengthen the economy. So if we are able to export our products to other countries, government helps us. Okay. Then subsidies relating to research and development, subsidies relating to taxes, then subsidies relating to resources, capital subsidy scheme for technology upgradation, and excise duty exemption. Okay, so these are simple things that assistances and incentives that are offered by the government. Then schemes for infrastructure, industrial estate program. So what are industrial estates? These are areas that government develops where it provides all the necessary infrastructure related to development of or helping the industries to form or function in a better way. These are called industrial estates. Okay, so such industrial estate programs are being run by the government. Then integrated infrastructure development scheme and industrial states. Talking about industrial areas or industrial states, we also have one in Jabalpur as well, in the industrial area that is Ruchai. Okay, so there also the government has provided various infrastructural facilities for helping or booming the growth of the industries there. Then small industry clusters. So small industry clusters are these are group of small industries that are set up nearby to each other so that they can help each other or share the resources or infrastructure. Then industrial growth center scheme, export processing zones, industrial parks. Okay, then other roles of government. All the above points are discussed So these some of them that are not included in the previous three headings are included here, like investment promotion and infrastructure development cell. So there are various cells also developed, like even in educational institutes the government is promoting development of entrepreneurship cells, like we have one in our college as well. So technological development fund scheme, entrepreneur assistance unit, then Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship Guwahati, and there are other Indian institutes of entrepreneurship developed throughout the country. Then Entrepreneurship Development and Management Development Program and National Entrepreneurship Development Board. Okay, so this is the role of government in helping entrepreneurs to progress. Okay, so now we come to the next unit. So starting with the first topic, entrepreneurship and industrial development, planning and growth of industrial activities through industrial policy of the government. So we'll see how the industrial policies are framed and what are the points that are included in the industrial policy that are helping in shaping or helping in promoting the entrepreneurs or enterprises that are being run in our country. Okay. So, when a country accepts industrial development in a big way, then industrial development becomes the change in all parts of the economy that are reflected during industrial development. So, basically, industrial development is responsible to achieve industrial development. We need to be focusing on the industrial policy of the country, because if the government or the political structure does not help or assist in providing a positive environment or a helping hand to the businesses or to the enterprises, it becomes difficult for them to cope up. Okay, because government usually has a lot of, you can say, official formalities that every industry needs to follow, and for new entrepreneurs or for small businesses it is difficult for them to keep up with such formalities. Under industrial development, heavy capital investment in various sectors of the economy, large scale production by mechanical power and plants, product equipped with latest technology, progressive increase in employment, increase in per capita income and purchasing power of the people, and increase in national production, etc. So these are some of the things that industrial policy has helped in, or industrial development contributes to. Okay, then to provide high dimensions of to the economic level of production. High productivity is an integral part of the process of industrialization, and both of them are interrelated and affected. Industrialization is not possible without high productivity, and high productivity, one second.
जैसे बच्चे को बुला रहे हैं वाला।
Then industrial development is a process under which a country such basic changes are made through mechanization, Okay, so where were we? Mechanization in the economic system of the country, by which the natural resources of the country can be utilized to the maximum. In this context, Mr. P. Kong Yang has written that industrial development is a process under which important series of changes in production work is born. So basically, he focuses on the importance of industrial development and how industrial development can help in creating new ways of production or creating better production techniques. Okay, then this process involves all the changes that occur as a result of mechanization of the enterprise. So mechanization basically involving the various techniques and the latest technology that is coming up in the industry and all over the world. Establishment of a new industry, entry into a new market, and exploitation of a new estate. It is in a way a process that not only deepens the capital but also extends it. Okay, so here we are not just trying to widen the capital structure, or in simple words create more capital or multiply the capital that we've invested, but also to extend it, or extend it means to expand the scope of that capital, or expand the places in which we invest that capital. Then in a nutshell, the deep and wide use of capital is possible due to the renewal in industrial development. Industrial development is essential for rapid economic growth of the country. Without proper development of industries, there is a meaningful and regular growth in the income of people. It is not possible to bring it. So without industrial development, just if everybody keeps looking for jobs, it will be difficult for government to provide jobs for the entire population. So the government is trying to motivate all the citizens, especially most of them, to start their own enterprises so that they can also be people who offer jobs to other citizens. Okay, hence solving the problem of unemployment. Okay, so industrial development, as we saw here, that it does not just help with capital creation or money creation. It helps in expanding the scope of investment. It helps in motivating or creating new technology, use of new resources, use of new technology that is being introduced all over the world. Okay, and hence resulting in economic development. Okay. Next, we have to study the economic factors that influence the growth of entrepreneurship. So this will continue tomorrow. We'll stop here. Please go through whatever we have studied today. If there are any questions, you can ask me now. No questions? Is it clear to everyone what we studied today?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Has everybody written their attendance in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, thank you girls. We'll continue tomorrow, okay?